Hey guys, it's me, Angela. Sorry, didn't realize I had to clear my throat. I am 23 weeks and 5 days. This is my 23-week update, even though my 24-week update is only a couple days away. But the reason I waited until today to make my video is because I am now officially on spring break. So I'll be able to make both videos this week without a problem. And because I had an OB appointment today. So I wanted to wait and give you guys all the updates on that and how all that went. So last time I talked to you guys, I told you about how the perinatologist, the high risk doctor, did an ultrasound and measured the baby. And the baby was actually just measuring perfectly at 22 weeks and 3 days. So I went back to my OB today and I saw a different midwife than the one I saw the last time, who, if you watched my last video, said that my baby was measuring like 5 weeks ahead of time. And she was like all freaking out, telling me if I keep growing like that, I wouldn't be able to do a VBAC and all that. So I saw a different one today because they have a lot of different midwives at that practice. So it's good to get to know them all at least once. So that way you have a familiar face when you go into labor. So anyway, she was really cool. She told me about my upcoming appointments and how what my next appointment's at 28 weeks, and then after that I'll be seen every 2 weeks because that'll be entering my third trimester. And also after 32 or 36, so between 32 and 36 weeks, I'll start going in for NSTs just to check the baby's heart rate and if I'm having contractions and all that, because I have gestational diabetes. It's the later weeks are higher risk. Excuse me, are a higher risk for the baby, so that something could happen, so they just keep an eye on the baby doing that. And also, with the ultrasounds and all that. So, what else did we talk about? I lost 2 more pounds. So, my total loss count, I think now is officially 15 pounds. I've not gained any weight yet this pregnancy. In fact, I am wearing my wedding ring that I have not been able to wear in 5 years. 4 years, something like that. It's been in a box, in my jewelry box, for a really long time. And I've not been able to wear it. And I am wearing it again because it actually fits again. So, where most pregnant women at this point in their pregnancy are taking off their wedding rings due to swelling and weight gain, I am putting mine back on, which is super duper exciting. I was wearing this one as a replacement. My husband has a matching band that we bought from my sister when she came to visit us in Florida, in February. So, just as our 10-year anniversary, we got the matching bands just to wear since I couldn't wear mine anymore. So now I'm wearing both because I know eventually this will have to come back off again. Just because I know I tend to swell towards the end of my pregnancies. Not necessarily that I'm going to get any weight. I might. I probably will. Not enough to make it not fit, I hope. But I usually around 7-8 months take off my rings anyway and stop wearing them altogether for any future swelling. So, sorry about that. So the little bean's been kicking a lot. She has been very, very active. In fact, we couldn't keep her heartbeat on the Doppler long enough for the midwife to count. To count the beats to see how fast it was beating, but eventually she managed to calm down and it was 152 beats per minute. She measured me at about 26 and a half weeks, 26 weeks. But she's not concerned about that because she already knows that I just measure a little larger, but the baby's actually growing fine. So she's not worried about that now, which is good. That white thing that you see behind me right here, that is the top side of my baby's crib. I found a great deal on Craigslist. It is an older model crib, so it does have the slide down sides. Actually, both sides slide down, as you can see by the little tubes, the metal right there and over there. But I'm gonna, my dad and I are gonna fashion it up so that it's got permanently sitting sides instead. Um, he's really good handyman and carpenter, and we're just gonna adapt it. I have the white paint to paint it so it looks like that's the way it was meant to come, so that it has fixed sides instead. So don't need any negative comments about, oh, the sliding sides is so dangerous, why don't you just get a new crib, blah blah blah. Because I saved a lot of money that way, and because I promised myself I would not buy anything new. I can't stop yawning now. I'm sorry. You guys know this is routine for me. I should just stop trying to apologize for it. Just give up. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna yawn. Anyway, I saved a lot of money on the crib. I bought it for $40, and it's in practically brand new condition. It's from 1993. If you can't tell by the 90s design on the top, the curved edges with the wave. And I bought a bunch of stuff already that I've got amazing deals for. A practically new bouncy chair. And that one's at my dad's house because they're going to watch the baby when I go back to work. I got that for $4 at a yard sale. I bought a what's over there? Oh yeah, one of those little sleeper bassinet rocking sleepers, the Fisher Price ones that are really cute, and I heard very, very, very popular with babies because of the way that they're sitting or laying. It's very comfortable for them, and that one I got for $15. Um, I got a baby swing for free from my sister-in-law. I got a extra saucer for $10 at a yard sale. I got a huge bag of clothes for $10 at a yard sale. Actually, from the same lady that I got the extra saucer from. What else? I have a stroller and car seat that were given to me. It is not expired. It's never been in an accident. It is not on the recall list. I checked. So I'm good to go on that. And I have a bassinet that I got it for, how much did I pay? $12. And that's already in my room. And I'm in the process of renovating this old 3-drawer chest, like a dresser drawer, but really small, and it's got shelves on top. And it was white. It was really beat up and scratched up and stained and really old looking. So I am sanding it down and repainting it. I'm covering up the knob holes and putting in new modern knobs in a different position than they were. So I'm really excited to see what that's gonna look like when it's finished. I still have not gotten my laptop fixed. I'm still videotaping on my phone, as you can obviously tell by the look of the screen. But it's my son right there. Say hi, Joey.
Hi.
So I just have been doing it like this just to make sure I keep updated. Just the funds haven't been there. I've had to do a lot of medical payments. We just bought the van, so I had to do an insurance deposit, and all the extra money that would have gone to fixing my laptop is just not there yet. So anyway, yeah, so that's it. I'm feeling good. I'm a little tired. I'm so happy to be on spring break. I really need the rest. Um, as far as symptoms, I would say my worst pregnancy symptom to date is pregnancy brain. I mean, unbelievable memory loss, brain function, um, keeping track of my train of thought. It's just terrible. I keep telling the teachers I work with that this baby's gonna be a genius because she has taken absolutely everything from me, and not that I'm a genius, but at her age, she's gonna be a genius because she, um, she's gonna come out walking, talking, knowing everything I know because she's taken it all. So I don't know. It's just crazy. I'm also having a little bit of sciatic pain, and that's normal and common. And weird dreams. Oh my God. Such weird dreams. I own a double wide mobile home, so I pay lot rent, and I pay a mortgage payment towards the house. Um, it is financed. So I had a dream last night that a big truck with like these giant forklift looking things backed into my driveway and ripped my shed right out of the ground with everything still in it. Um, and the neighbor came out screaming. I was just kind of watching it in disbelief, but the neighbor came out screaming, like, can't you at least knock on her door and let her know what's going on? Why you're doing that to her? That's not right. She could at least get a chance to get her stuff out. And I'll just go out there and I'm like, what is going on? And he was like, well, we got to tear it down. And I was like, why? And they're like, well, can't you at least let her know so she can get her stuff out? Let her get her stuff out of her house. I'm like, my house? They're like, yeah. I'm like, you have to do my house? And he's like, yeah, we got to tear your house down too for non-payment. I'm like, what are you talking about non-payment? So he's like, I'm like, is there somebody I can talk to first? So he calls this lady. It's like 10 o'clock at night. He calls this lady on the cell phone. And she's on the phone and I'm talking to her and she goes, well, when was the last time you made a payment? And I'm like, I make my payment every single month on time. I've never been late. I'm like, I've always paid my payment on time. And right as I said that, I woke up. So I freaked out this morning thinking, did I pay my rent this month? Did I pay my lot rent? Did I pay my house payment? Like, wait a minute. And I honestly could not remember. I remember going to the office and asking them how much my payment was for this month because I got my water bill is included with my lot rent, but because I had made a referral to the mobile home park, I got my lot rent for free, so I just had to pay my water bill and my house payment, which is really cool because it saves me almost $500. Um, so I was just like, well, what's the exact amount so I can go get a money order? And they told me. I don't like to write checks for the rent because you have to wait until they clear, and I hate that. With a money order, the money's already out. You don't have to worry about it. So I just give them money orders. And, they always feel more confident getting money orders than checks anyway. So I rarely ever use checks for, little things. Small amounts, not big things. So um, I called the office. Well, no, I remembered. Sorry, see? There goes pregnancy brain again. I forgot what I was talking about. I called the office, or I went to the office. I got the amount. I went and got the money order. I remember that. I didn't remember taking it back to the office. And I'm thinking to myself, is it still in my purse? How come they haven't sent me a notice? Why haven't they said anything? So I get out of bed, get dressed, come outside into the living room. My husband says good morning, and I'm looking through my purse. And he's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "I just had a really weird dream. I just want to make sure of something." So I looked in my purse. I couldn't find the money order anywhere, and I'm like, "Okay, I must have turned it in." But do you think that was enough? No. I called the office and I was like, just humor a pregnant woman here because my brain doesn't work. Can you just tell me if I actually paid my rent this month because I can't remember. So she chuckled at that and she checked and she's like, well, my computer's being slow. Let me call you back. So I gave her my number and then she calls me back and she goes, Miss Thomas, you actually have a 24-cent credit. So you're all up to date. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I told her about my dream and she started laughing. She goes, even if you hadn't paid your rent, we wouldn't bulldoze your house. And I was like, I know, it's just, my brain's crazy and I'm pregnant and nothing works up here. Anyway, well, 13 minutes I'm rambling. 13 and a half. Okay. So last thing we talked about at the OB's office. See, way back to that conversation we had 5 minutes ago. She did tell me that, once again, just reminding me that there are 3 things that have to happen in order for me to try a VBAC. I have to go into labor on my own. I cannot be induced because of the intensity of the induction on a C-section scar is a lot riskier. So I have to go into labor on my own. What else? The baby cannot be too big. Okay, so that's 2. And I have to go into labor before 41 weeks. So, the way I see it, I have control over at least one of those things. Okay? I can control how big my baby is. And so far, I'm doing a pretty darn good job. I'm more than past the halfway point. I just need to keep watching what I'm eating and just keep monitoring her size and my weight gain or weight loss. And just make sure that she is a good, healthy size, but not a super size baby. So, um, another thing I could control, hopefully, when I go into labor. Um, she did mention that after 37 weeks, she will give me different ideas on different things that I could try to kind of kickstart or help things along, you know, develop quicker. Not that they'll work instantly, but that they may help speed along the process of me going into labor on my own. So, there's always different techniques that midwives know that, you know, some people swear by, some people don't believe in. I'm willing to try anything. I want this baby to come out of my vajayjay. I do not want another surgery. So, um, I'm willing to try anything and everything she says. I don't care whether it tastes disgusting, if I like it or don't like it, I'm gonna try it. Whatever she says, I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna look up some more remedies myself and, check with them, make sure they're okay before I actually try them. Um, let's see what else. And as far as um, well, going into labor for 41 weeks, that kind of takes care of 1 and 2, right? Because I would have to go on my own. So, um, yeah. So I would say I have a pretty good chance. I've worked this hard to not weigh 300 pounds at this point, and my baby not weigh 8 pounds at this point. So, um, I know I can do it. I'm really, really confident. And I've been watching a lot of birthing videos on YouTube. Those of you who have actually had the nerve to post your vaginal births on YouTube, thank you. They are being watched and they are very educational. It helps me learn a lot about pushing techniques, breathing techniques, who tore, who didn't, what they did differently. More specifically, there was this one particular video that I watched where the doctor had the mom stop pushing hard and just give little pushes for if even when she wasn't contracting, just little pushes just to kind of get the baby to slide out slowly but continuously so that she wouldn't tear. And it worked. She didn't tear. So that's one thing I'm hoping that does not happen. I do not want to tear. The thought of having stitches where the sun don't shine or close to where the sun don't shine doesn't thrill me, but it beats a C-section. So I'm also going to do everything I can to avoid being cut and episiotomy. So just no lacerations or stitches altogether. Let's aim for that. That's my goal. That is my birthing plan. No stitches, no staples, no lacerations, no incisions, no cutting whatsoever. That is my goal. No cutting or putting back together. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I've rambled enough. It's 18 minutes long, so I'm gonna go. I will talk to you guys soon. I'll give you a 25-week update. I'll probably film it on Friday because I have my endocrinologist appointment on Friday. So 25-2. I'll be 24 weeks, 2 days. So, all right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.